CES once stood for Consumer Electronics Show and has meanwhile become a global meeting for all high-tech. From the video recorder at the first event in 1967 to this year's 51st CES, virtually every new electronic idea has made its debut here in Las Vegas. In the meantime, networked and self-controlling vehicles have caused a sensation. Many concepts can be watched, especially from startups. This year, German car manufacturers are represented slightly half-heartedly. BMW underscores its classic image, sheer driving pleasure, with a spectacular drift show you can take part in. However, the purely electric Tesla is also missing. But the Bython, a German-Chinese announcement, creates a sensation. But here is a brief overview of the performance data of CES itself. With more than 2.7 million square feet, the net exhibition space increased once again compared to last year. In square meters, this corresponds to well over 250,000, or to put it more graphically, almost 60% of the area of Monte Carlo. Around 3,900 exhibitors are presenting their products and innovations to approximately 180,000 trade visitors. About one-third of visitors are coming from around 150 countries, making CES the most important annual meeting of the industry. It is no wonder that more than 5,000 journalists from all over the world report on CES, as the trade fair not only takes place in one central location but also in different exhibition centers, hotels and congress centers. Visitors have to plan their visit well in order to see all important things. An additional tent hall is available this year for the large number of Asian manufacturers. Cute robots with more or less useful functionality, talking household appliances and intelligent autonomous cars. What a few years ago sounded like science fiction has long since become reality at CES. This year at CES there are not only technological trends for tomorrow's world to marvel at, but also a whole range of market-ready products. Many of these innovations will generate revenue in the retail sector this year. In addition to classic consumer electronics such as large TV sets, new gaming hardware and always-on notebooks, this also includes a whole variety of networked home devices and digital voice assistants. But what do you absolutely need at a trade fair for electronics? Exactly, electricity. This year the latter dropped out for several hours at Central Hall, an event that was not planned, but nevertheless clearly showed how dependent modern life is on a continuous energy supply. The South Hall, in which new drone innovations can be admired, does not complain about any power outages. This included the stand of AE Technologies, planned and realized in a record time of 9 days. This commitment was probably worthwhile. After all, 2 products were awarded prizes for the best product innovations at CES. Firstly, the flying 5-megapixel mini camera Air Selfie, which harmonizes perfectly with the new iPhone X and iOS, but will also be controllable with an Android app in the future, received the coveted award from Gadget Match. The Selfly miniature drone records 13-megapixel images and videos in 180p at a maximum of 60 frames per second and folds up so compactly that it can be clipped behind a smartphone for transport. Matching cases for iPhones and Samsung Galaxies are available. The drone was awarded the prize by Android Headlines. In addition, AEE also provides drones for professional surveillance operations. So it's no surprise that the German company Hensoldt, which focuses, among other things, on drone defense, can also be found at CES. In addition to its VR glasses, Carl Zeiss is showing part of its professional camera optics for the first time again this year. So it's clear that CES not only hosts all major camera manufacturers, but also many manufacturers of accessories. When it comes to high-tech, the Fraunhofer Institute from Erlangen is not missing either and is showing its research work. CES is the start of every year of technology and will continue to show the pace of technological development in the future when the industry meets again in Las Vegas in January.